Okay, I guess we're on. Good morning and welcome to Soul Focus TV. I'm coming to you from our beautiful Tranquility Room here at Soul Focus. And the name of my program is Have a Namaste. So today we're actually going to work on twists. This is a slightly shorter program. We've been having a little bit of trouble with the long program, so we're making our videos a little bit shorter. So we're going to warm up a little bit and then work on spinal twists today. So just to start with, I'd like you to place your hands on your knees and just close your eyes for a few moments, as it's always important to center and invite yourself into the present where everything is possible. So just close your eyes. Let's have a nice deep breath. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And one more deep breath. I feel better already. Your breath is a very powerful tool, by the way. Focus on your breath whenever you need to calm down a little bit. We're just going to observe our mind. I know we've all got a lot going on there, but it's good to learn how to switch gears or change thoughts and not dwell on the negative. Even if it's hard to be positive, just don't dwell on the negative. How is your neck? How are your shoulders and your spine and your lower back? Moving down to the legs, how are your knees, your ankles, and your feet? And then we're just going to release any tension we have through the bottom of our feet. And as we continue to center, but we're going to really work on warming up the spine and the core today, I want you to go into a nice slow circle. And just stay with your breath. Let's reverse direction. You can keep your eyes open. I like to close my eyes. I just feel a little more centered that way. Now as we slowly come back to the center, inhale the arms up, exhale down, inhale, exhale. And we're going to add a little twist here, turning to the right and then to the left. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Betsy. I don't think I said that in the beginning. Let's come over to that right side. We're going to hold this twist, looking over the right shoulder. Nice deep breath. Now let's go all the way to the left. Again, a nice deep breath. And let it go. Now coming back to the center, hands are in Chin Mudra. Inhale, exhale. In again, continuing to warm up the spine and the core and the oblique muscles, the muscles that are largely responsible for us twisting. Now let's come back to the center. I just want you to hold that pose, but don't hold your breath. Now let's bring our arms all the way up. We're going to interlace our fingers, pointing to the ceiling with our index fingers, and we're going to draw a circle on the ceiling. And then reverse direction. Now as we slowly come back to center, inhale and lean to your right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Now as we come back to the center, we're going to go all the way over onto our forearm here and go a little bit deeper. Just lengthening that side, lifting the rib cage. Breathe. And let's slowly switch sides, going all the way to the other side. Nice deep breath. And then as we come back to the center, bring those arms up. We're just going to come forward onto the fingertips, lengthening your spine. Just walk out till you feel that stretch in the lower back, and then drop the head and breathe. And then we're going to walk back in. From here, let's drop our chin to the chest. Just shake your head no. And then shake your head yes. And then from here, lower the chin to the chest, roll all the way to the right shoulder. We're going to place our hand on our head and circling just the elbow. You're actually rotating the skull on the cervical spine or the neck. Let's reverse direction. And then releasing, we're going to roll to the other side. Same thing, hand to the head and circle that elbow. And reverse. Now releasing that hand, let's bring the chin to the center and slowly lift the head up. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Beautiful. Now we're just going to take our legs out in front and shake them out a little bit. I want you to bring your arms to the front. We're going to lift the right arm up and then the left arm. Now pretend you're holding a ball and go to the side and then the other side. Again, it's up. Almost like you're doing ballet here. To the side, other side, back to the front, and it's up. And off to the side. And to the side. We're just going to do this one more time. Off to the side. Good. Now I want you to open up your legs a little wider so you're sitting with your toes pointed up. We're going to bring the arms all the way up and we're just going to go forward, bringing our fingertips to the floor. If you flex the feet, you'll feel that stretch under the calves a little bit more into the hamstrings. If that's too much, relax your feet. It's always your choice. Some of us are a little tighter in the morning than others. Now let's see if we can come onto our palms. Now some of you might want to stay there, or you can try to come onto your forearms a little bit lower. Your gaze is to the mat. When we're leaning forward like this, we don't want to look up because that causes us to hyperextend the neck. So think about the curve of your spine and let your head follow. So if you're looking down, you want to drop your head. Oh, I can feel that stretch now, reaching all the way into my inner thighs. Now let's walk over to our right foot. We're just going to grab the ankle and pull ourselves towards the chest. Stay with your breath. Now from here, we're going to take our arm to the inside. Your right arm is to the inside of the leg, and the left arm is going to come up and right over your ear. Don't reach in front of your face. So we don't want this. We want right across the ear. And you can also go deeper. You might need to touch the foot, but you don't have to. Nice deep breath. When we work on our spinal twist, we're doing a lot of things. We're working on the spinal nerves, the spine, the obliques, the musculature of the core. but we're also working on the inside, the internal organs. Now let's reach up and grabbing both ankles. We're going to hold it right here. We put pressure against certain internal organs, and then our diaphragm, which is still trying to push that air in and out of our lungs, is compromised a little. It's not really compromised, but it has to change its shape. So it ends up massaging our internal organs. We all know how good massage feels. Now let's walk over to that left ankle. Same thing, just pull your chest to that leg. Nice deep breath. And then we'll take that left arm to the inside of the leg. And again, we're rotating our upper body and bringing the right arm over the ear. And just reach. Whether you can touch that foot or not is not important. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Let's have one more deep breath here. Exhale. And then as we lift up again, one more time, grabbing those ankles and coming forward. Just drop your head. Now while we're in this position, we're going to go into a modified tortoise, Karmasina. Take advantage of the fact that our legs are spread. We want to really stretch that spine before we start to twist. So we're going to slide our hands under the ankles and activating the arms. So you have a little tension in those arms. You could actually take your feet off the floor and hang over your forearms, or actually over your wrist. But then put your feet down. Now use that tension that's in your arms to lower yourself a little deeper. You might be able to put your forehead on the floor. You might be able to use a block right there in the middle and put your head on the block. Let's have another deep breath here. Exhale. And then we're just sliding our hands out. And we're just going to shake those legs out a little bit. Now from here, we're going to swing our legs over to the right side. So we're sitting like this. And with our left arm on the lap, bring your right arm up. Just a nice long stretch through that again. Opening up the obliques. Feeling the rib cage lifting. Now we're just going to walk down over our left knee. It's actually your right knee. Just walk out and just drop your chest and then drop your forehead. And then as you walk the hands back under the shoulders, we're just lifting into what's called the proud swan. This is a little bit of a back bend, so you do want to arch the back. You can just look up towards the ceiling, that will do it. And then as we lift our arms out to the side, again we're going to rotate, bringing our right hand to our left knee and the left hand behind. Turn your head as well. And then we're just going to come back, relax those arms, let them float to the floor, and let's just shake those legs out in front a little bit. Now we're going to scoot the feet over to the left. And this time, we'll have the right arm on the lap and the left arm is coming up. Look slightly upward towards right in the crook of your arm is a good place to look. Lots of open, lifting through the left ribs, but you're feeling lots of compression here on that right side. Nice deep breath. Exhale. And then we're going to come down right on top of that left knee. Just walk out again, dropping the head. One more deep breath here. Exhale, and then we'll walk our hands back under the shoulders as once again we lift into that proud swan. Now let's let the arms float up, and this time we're rotating to the right. Nice deep breath. And we're going to come back to the front and shake our legs out. Now let's take our left knee and we're going to bend it so our foot's right against our inner thigh and flex your right foot. From here we're just going to bring the arms up, inhale, and exhaling we're just grabbing that foot. If you have to, you can, or if you'd like to, you can put a block there. It makes you go a little bit deeper. Or if you can't even reach your foot, the hands go to the ankle or the shin. But we don't want this. We don't want to be up here with our energy trying to figure out where to go. Just put it all down. Drop your head. Breathe. Janu Sirsasana, or knee to the head pose. Some people can actually bring their head to their knee. Massage that foot while you're there. All the different viruses and colds and things going on, it's good to massage the toes where our sinus nerve endings are, or reach into those fat pads where your heart and lungs are. The nerve endings. Now we're just going to walk up that leg and taking our left knee, we're going to actually compress it close to our belly and keeping our right foot flexed. There's also a bound version which turns this a little bit more into a twist. For that you would take your elbow in front of your shin, reach behind the leg and then bind. And then lifting the chest and feel your shoulders rotating to the right. So let your head follow and breathe. Let's have one more deep breath here. Exhale. And then as you release, we're going to relax our right foot, but cross our left foot over. Now you have a choice here. You can keep this leg straight, or you can bring it over to the left. So you're sitting in more of a traditional spinal twist or Ardha Chandrasana. Make sure you're keeping this foot flat. That's your left foot. And you can actually adjust. If you slide it out a little further, it's going to be an easier twist. If you pull it in closer, it'll be a little harder. The right arm comes out, and we wrap it around the knee. The left arm will go right behind your spine like a second spine. And then again, let your shoulders and head follow. Like I said, if this is too difficult, you can straighten that right leg. Still a very nice twist. Just make sure you're breathing nice, deep breaths. You could also go a little deeper by taking your elbow to the outside of that knee. You could do this in either way, whether your leg is straight or whether you're in a traditional twist. Nice, deep breath. Exhale. Let's have one more deep breath here. Exhale. Then we'll go to the other side for a counter twist. Every pose has a counter pose. And then we're going to release. You can just shake your legs out in front. And we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to keep our left leg straight, bending the right knee for Janu Sirsasana. Again, flexing your left foot. Let's bring the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Grab that foot. Make sure you massage that foot. Massaging those toes. Sticking your fingers into the fat pads. Drop your head. Breathe. Let's have another deep breath here. Exhale. And then on this next breath, we'll walk up that leg. And this time we're pulling our right knee close to the belly, flexing the left foot, putting a little tension. Often when we relax part of the body and then put some tension in another part, we're actually doing energy work. Again, if you'd like to do the bound version, bring your elbow in front of your shin, reach behind the leg, and you're just grabbing those fingertips, lifting the chest, letting your shoulders and your head follow. And breathe. Nice deep breath. Oh, I love to do spinal twists. Really is just like a nice massage for your insides. Let's have one more deep breath here. Exhale. And release. Now we're going to cross that leg over the left leg. Again, you have the choice to leave that leg straight or bring it behind you. Make sure you're going off to the right this time. This foot should be flat. Again, you could adjust it forward or back. And we'll take our left arm around that knee and the right arm directly behind your spine, sitting up nice and tall. Always go deeper by taking that elbow to the outside of the knee. Spinal twists are also great if you're having lower digestive issues. Tummy ache, digestive issues like constipation, anything that's upsetting you down there. The spinal twist isn't going to hurt, and more than likely it's going to help. It kind of massages everything and gets things moving in a much more natural way. Let's have another deep breath here. Exhale. And then we'll go to the other side for your counter twist. And now we're just going to come back to the front and shake those legs out again. Now from here, you have two options. If you leave your legs straight, you're going to feel this a little bit more in your core. I recommend that most of you bend the knees. This helps takes a little bit of the pressure off your lower back. And we're just going to bring our palms up, and we're going to go halfway back and up. Just go as far as that is comfortable for you. Just inhale on the way back, so that you're exhaling on the way up, and we're putting a little pressure on the lower belly. Inhale back, exhale up, inhale, exhale. Let's just do one more. And then we're going to lower all the way down onto the back. We're going to take the arms over the head and have a nice stretch. Now let's pull that right leg all the way up. I like to lift my shoulders off the floor so I can engage the core and press the lower back into the mat. So you're actually creating a flat back as opposed to your neutral spine with its natural curves. So pressing that lower back into the floor, let's circle the foot just because it feels good. Reverse direction. And then let's lower that leg. We're going to bring the other leg up. Same thing. Go to the chest, circle that foot. And reverse. And then lowering that leg. The arms are back over the head. Nice long stretch. Now we're going to bring our arms out to the side so you're in a big T. We're going to lift the right leg up, Cross it over, lift it up, and lower it. Left leg up, cross. Now your foot may not touch the floor, that's okay. This is a moving twist. It's a rhythmic movement, rhythmic limbering. It's also considered a vinyasa since we're connecting our breath to our movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do one more on each side. Make sure those palms are still up. Now we're going to bend our left knee and put the foot on the floor, lifting our right leg right up over the hip, and then let's roll to the left. So you come into what's called a universal twist. Your palms are still up. Try to get that foot to the floor, or you could stick a block underneath your foot. Your head should be rolled over to the opposite side. Nice deep breath. If this is really difficult for you, you could just bend both knees. Nice deep breath. More advanced student can slide that foot all the way up and grab it with the hand. But it's important to remember never to force anything. Never ignore the body for the glory of the pose. Now we're going to release. We're going to bring the right leg up, bending that knee, put the foot down. The left leg comes up, and we're rolling to the right. And again, if your foot doesn't touch the floor, you can use a block there. Roll your head to the left. If you're more advanced, just keep your foot on the floor and grab that big toe with your hand and just breathe. Nice deep breath. Exhale. And then let's lift that leg up. We're just going to bring the knees to the chest and rock from side to side. And then with our palms back out to the side, we're just going to rock from hip to hip. You want to try to keep your shoulders planted to the floor as well as the backs of your arms are rooted into the floor. Your palms are still up. We're just twisting. Just go at your own pace. Now let's roll over to the right side where we're going to stay with our knees bent this time. Just relaxing. Surrender. Your knees are to the right, your head is to the left. Your palms are still up. Just breathe. Now we're going to slowly bring our knees to the center and roll to the other side, all the way to the left, and roll your head to the right. And again, just surrender. Then as we bring our knees to the chest, this time we're going to bring our hands onto our shins. Pull your legs together and we're drawing circles with the knees. You're going to feel this as a little massage on your lower back, like a circular massage. Let's reverse direction. Now as we slowly come back to center with your hands under your thighs, cross your ankles, pull your legs up to your chest, Rock a little bit while you're here. And then we're just going to roll up. Ah. Now from here, I'm not sure what happened with the video, but hopefully I'm still being recorded. From here, we're just going to take a moment to sit quietly, close your eyes. We're going to get up and do a couple of standing poses, and then I think that will be it for today. So let's come onto our hands and knees. We're going to curl the toes under and slowly lift your sit bones to the sky. Drop your head, shake it yes, shake it no. And then we're just going to walk up to our hands so we can roll up one vertebra at a time. Check out what's going on here. Oh, looks like we're still there. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into a couple of twist, standing, bouncing poses. So let's start by bringing our arms all the way up and then bringing the hands to the heart. Let's step forward on our right foot. Now we're going to pick up our back heel, so we're pivoting off of that heel and drop a little bit deeper into our hips. Let's take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, we're going to rotate to that right side. Namaste. A revolved right angle with our hands in prayer pose. Now from here, let's step up into revolved chair. Make sure when you step up that you also drop your tailbone. Now we're going to rotate to the other side. So we're in revolved chair on the other side. And then we're going to slide our right foot back. So we turn it into Namaste once again. And then from here, we're going to step back up into revolved chair, come back to the center, and we're going to slowly come up into awkward chair. Nice neutral pose. And then we're going to come all the way up and just circle those arms a couple of times. Beautiful. And we're just going to have a seat back on the floor. And we're actually going to finish with a sitting Shavasana today. Just a nice neutral pose with your hands on your knees. I'd like you just to close your eyes. And just for a few moments, just bring your awareness to your breath. Let's have a nice deep breath. Exhale. Again, inhale. Let's have one more deep breath and let it go. Now you could sit here for another 10 minutes if you'd like, or you could lie down on your back and have a longer Shavasana. We're just going to sit here for a couple of moments. Make sure your spine is straight and just focus on that. Then we're going to slowly bring our hands to Chin Mudra. And this is where we're going to finish with our cleansing breaths. So let's have a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And one more deep breath. And let it go. And then we'll bring our palms together. So we can give thanks for this yoga, and for this beautiful studio that I'm teaching to you from, and for the chance to practice together. even if it is remotely. It's important to always try to be positive, be present, live to your highest intentions, and always honor that light within. I honor that light in each of you. Namaste. I would also like to let you know about some of the services that we have today at Soul Focus. They are open, not the gym, but we do have some medical services that are being offered. One of them is a antiviral boosting package that you could buy. It has vitamin Z, zinc, vitamin D, lots of things to help you with your immunity. So we offer that as well as many other services. So you could log on to soulfocus.com and get the rest of the details. We also do house calls, so you have the choice of somebody coming to you or coming into our beautiful, very clean facility. So I hope you will do that as well. So for today, I'd like to say, just be positive, be present, don't be afraid. Just be smart and wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands. And try to keep that social distancing so we can all be together again soon. Namaste. Soulfocus.com.